Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, it's me, Andrew G, and welcome to my 8th episode of The Public Affair. Thank you all again so much for your support. I just reached 1,000 followers on Facebook. I couldn't be any more grateful for that. All the likes, the shares, the critique, everything that you guys do. I like this project has exceeded my expectations like tenfold. I can't say thank you enough to everybody, honestly. I know I say it all the time on all my social medias, but without you guys sharing and everything, it truly couldn't have gotten to where it's at right now. So thank you so much. A big shout out to Rogue Media Network, my boy Mike Hamilton, who is the producer of The Public Affair. This couldn't have been done without him either. So Mike, thank you so much. He's outside. Mike, before we get started with my guest, I do want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. Francisco and Sons, Israel Salazar reached out to me for that. They're a local welding company that specialize in carports, metal buildings, fences, and more. So if you guys need anything done in the sorts, make sure you guys hit them up on the number of the screen. Tell them that Andrew G sent you. I also want to give a big shout out to Midway Nutrition. My boy Marcos Cordero reached out to me for that sponsorship. They're located on Hewitt Drive. They have meal replacement shakes, some of the best I've ever had. They have all different kinds of flavors. My favorite flavor, of course, is the Honey Nut Cheerios. And congratulations to them for the new sister company, Waco Nutrition, which is located on Spate. So make sure you guys hit them up if you guys are trying to get back in the health game or whatever, you know what I mean? I also want to give a big shout out to Cool Dream Services. Ashley and David Sanchez reached out to me for that. They're a local heating and AC company. They also specialize in spray foam insulation. So if you guys need some HVAC work done or anything, make sure you guys hit up Ashley and David with Cool Dream Services. They're Cool Dream Waco on Facebook. Very professional, best quality guaranteed. I also want to give a shout out to Zihad Halabi with Cedar Sphere Digital Marketing. If you guys are business owners, you definitely got to hit up Cedar Sphere for all your digital marketing needs. He could totally hit you up, get you number one, the first little search on Google and everything. Zihad, thank you so much for reaching out to be a sponsor of The Public Affair. And of course, I want to give a shout out to Arjon Painting, or Arjon Painting, si habla español. My boy Juan Arjon. They're a local family-owned painting company in business for over 35 years. They specialize in residential homes, interior and exterior, best quality guaranteed, and I'm pretty sure he gives you a nice little warranty with this. So make sure you guys hit up Juan Arjon for all your home painting needs. Now, without further ado, and I'm going to do this like the right way. I feel like this is appropriate. I want to give a shout out to my next guest of The Public Affair. I was a little nervous that he was going to cancel. He's a kick-ass guest. Big shout out to my boy, Armando Lumbre Villarreal. Did I do it right? Like the announcer?
Yeah, that sounded good, man.
Yeah.
You could do some MMA announcements.
I could do that, right? You think they'll hire me?
Probably, man. You got that charisma, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, Armando, thank you so much for coming. How are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. Just got done doing some work, and now I'm ready to relax, chill with the family.
Chill with the family. Okay, does that entail any drinking or parties or not?
I might have a beer.
A beer, too.
Yeah,
okay.
at the end of the night.
Armando did not ask for any alcohol for his amenities, so instead, of course, I ask all my guests what amenity they like, so I can wine and dine them. Armando asked for simply a bottle of water and some horchata paletas, which he's been low-key, like, putting in his mouth when the camera's not on. You don't want to do it on camera? You shy?
No.
No, you're good?
I don't know if that's camera appropriate or not.
No, everything's appropriate on The Public Affair. There's no rules. Awesome. All right, that's cool. No, Armando, I really want to thank you for coming on the show. I knew that you were somebody that I want to reach out to. Something different. Armando is an MMA fighter. Or he did.
Yes,
okay.
I'm still
okay.
Yes.
Come on, you gotta sell yourself here, Armando.
Yeah, no, so I'm still fighting.
I watched some of your fights on YouTube. I have to say, I don't want you anywhere near me, like at the club when we're drinking. He might kick my ass.
I could be like the bodyguard type.
Oh, I do need a bodyguard for sure.
Go.
All these people want to kick my ass now. Like it's crazy.
We can talk prices later.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need that. Armando, why don't you tell for the people who don't know who you are, why don't you tell us where you're from? Who Armando Villarreal is.
Well, my name is Armando Villarreal. I'm originally from San Benito, Texas, which is about 7 hours south from Waco. I moved up here in 2011 for a job and got into MMA training. I had done jiu-jitsu for about 2 years prior.
Okay.
And I know about 2015, 2016, I kind of actually started taking up MMA fights, and I enjoyed it. So, just kept accumulating like a winning record.
Right.
And I decided to go pro, I believe, in 2016.
Okay.
And, I've had quite a good couple amount of fights, 7 fights to be exact.
Oh, wow. Damn.
My last fight was actually for Dana White's The Contender Series in July.
Okay.
It was a fight that I lost, but, I'm actually still pretty positive about the bout.
So you don't let the losing and everything kind of get to you and like.
Well, I mean, it's tough. I'm not even gonna lie. I was sitting getting stitched up after that fight, and I was just crying my eyes out like a little baby because if you don't know what Dana White the Contender Series is, it's I guess kind of like a fight to win a contract with the UFC, which is right now the biggest promotion for MMA. So I had been training for about 8+ weeks, just being disciplined and running and doing all my P's and Q's to make sure I stayed healthy and then to lose the way I lost by a submission. With 20 seconds left in the first round. So it was all that emotion, I guess, finally left kind of let out.
Wait, explain to me what a submission is. Is that a tap out or?
It's a tap out. I guess somebody could either choke their opponent to submission or they could, manipulate an arm lock, a joint, legs as well.
So in your case, what was that? Was he choking you?
No, I was caught in an arm bar. So basically my arm was hyperextended.
Oh, yes. Okay. Ouch. That sounds like it really hurts.
I mean, in the heat of the moment, you got all that adrenaline. You don't really feel it, but.
Because when I watched some of y'all's fights, like there was like, y'all were just kind of going at it, like blood on the floor and stuff like that. And then like just afterwards, they gave each other a hug. I was, I mean, I wish that would have happened to me.
Yeah, that's sort of the thing, like, I mean, there's always, I don't know, bad blood with, opponents sometimes before fights, but a lot of people keep it nice and professional, and at the end of the day, it's a sport and, we love what we do and we respect, the person that's going toe to toe with us in the cage, so.
I feel you. Okay. So you grew up here in Waco, you said, correct?
No, I grew up in San Benito, Texas.
You said that. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah.
It's all good.
I'm scared he's going to whoop my ass. That's why I'm nervous.
You get 2 takes.
Okay.
Nah, man. But, I'm originally from San Benito.
Yeah.
Moved up here in 2011, and I've been here ever since.
Okay, got you.
So I used to train at it was a Helsing Gracie in Waco.
Okay.
For several years, and lately, about 2-3 years already, I've transitioned to another gym out here called Blitz Sports MMA.
Okay.
So we got plenty more fighters. We got two women that are professional fighters, Haley Cowan and Desiree Yanez.
Okay.
And then we do have a couple of amateurs that are either making their amateur debut or soon to be moving up to pros. Yes.
Do you spar with the girls too, or nah? You guys don't.
No, yeah, we do.
I'll spar with the girls too. I get that.
Yeah, no, but, I don't give them no love. They
okay, but they probably want to fight you like any man because it's MMA. I feel like MMA is a very like male testosterone driven type thing. Well, there's a lot of girls that do it.
It is, and it's. I mean, these like ladies are like in top peak performance, like they beat up some of the some guys. I mean, they give me hard times. One of our girl Desiree Yanez is a hell of a wrestler. So
really?
She for her she's a 125er and she she works at taking me down. Then Haley Cowan, she's a long limb female and she could hit you from like such a distance with her legs. Yeah. So
Are they hot?
They're very beautiful women. Very beautiful
I almost
women.
got you there.
Yeah. No,
I'm sure they're very hot. I'm gonna like YouTube them after this.
Yeah, you need to. They're great fighters.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about like the fighting styles that you specialize in? Because I know that when I was watching the fight, they were talking about he's a master in jiu-jitsu and this and that, whatever. So can you tell us about the fighting styles that you...
Well, I mean, traditionally, I started off as Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
I started training that about 2 years before I started doing MMA.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's like my main style.
Right.
But I've lately, since transitioning to Blitz Sports MMA, I've included my wrestling, which I feel is probably like one of the top in the sport right now.
Okay.
And then I do kickboxing and boxing as well.
Right.
But I'd say Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling are are my two top.
I was getting Sagat from Street Fighter vibes from you.
Yeah, is all the scars
You know
on
what I'm
my
talking
face.
about? Well, the scars. Well, okay. First of all, he came in with war wounds. So I was already nervous, right? Like he was gonna whoop my ass or something.
Yeah.
But I guess you said you got that from. Oh, you got that from sparring yesterday.
I
didn't
actually
you?
did,
Okay.
yes. And
Yeah.
you know,
Ouch! I would have like been really mad at the person.
My wife questioned me just as hard as you are
'cause
too.
it looks like a hickey.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
no, it's just a big
Armando, what you're not
scratch.
telling us now? Let's get to the juicy stuff.
Make
all right?
sure that you clip your claws when you spar.
I don't know what that means.
Right yeah,
we might need to see it. You have to pull your shirt down a little lower.
This is as far as it goes.
Okay, I got you. God, so what? I guess why the name La Lumbre? So your fighting name is La Lumbre, is that correct? And for everybody who doesn't know what that means, why don't you tell us?
Well, you know, I was told by my an old coach of mine, Luis Suarez, that La Lumbre was the fire.
Yes.
And like I said, going back to my old coach, Luis Suarez, he's the one who actually gave me the nickname when I used to train at Helsa Gracie Waco, and he said he'd call me La Lumbre because, you know, I guess I had the fire and I just kept going and pushing, and I don't know, I guess that's what I pride myself in, that you know through all my through all the fights, you know, I'm always grinding, and I'm making, you know, win or lose, I'm always a tough fight.
You're very fast.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
I try to be
very quick. Yeah. I was nervous. I was like, "Oh, where the fuck that come from?" Yeah, because I saw you more of a. Well, I have to say too, I had Joey Seiss on here a few episodes ago, and he was a lot shorter in person. You're a lot shorter in person than I thought.
Yeah,
you were.
man. Only 5'7".
5'7". Okay, that's same as him
on a
too.
good day, I guess.
Yeah, but you still whoop some ass. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's pretty lit. Hey, so I definitely get into some juicy shit, right?
Okay.
And I told you I was gonna ask you this over the phone. You said you were gonna answer.
Yes,
all right.
yes, I would.
Okay, so I had a friend who played sports.
Yes.
And he talked to me about something called being cockstrong. Okay, is it true that y'all can't have sex before things like that?
Well, you know, when I first started,
because if that's the case, we're losing. We're finna lose.
When I first started, MMA, you know, my coaches in the beginning were like, you don't want to have sex for at least, you know, the month 2 weeks, and you know, I think like when I was an amateur starting, I probably did like the 2 weeks, but I mean, I don't know. Then I've had other coaches be like, man, that's just bullshit. You know,
what's the like theory behind that? Like, why would they tell you like a month? I can't go a month.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I believe there's some pro fighters who like take it to the limit, and it's just, I don't know, I guess to keep that testosterone, or, you know, I mean, hell, man, some good sex just. It makes you just want to lounge back and, you know, just
it's not bomb if you got energy after that, right? I guess that was fun.
You want to take a nap afterwards.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I kicked somebody out of my house a few weeks ago for that. I was like, just leave.
Just get out of here.
Bring your toothbrush with you. You can't stay.
But yeah, no, I guess that's what the theory around it is.
Yeah.
Is, you know, if you know you're doing that while training for, you know, such high peak performance, you know, you're gonna, I don't know, slag, but. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's been studies or not, but I've had like 2 different coaches tell me, you know, one you should, one you shouldn't, and.
But personally, for La Lumbre,
yes.
Like, did you stop having sex before your fights?
Like I said in the beginning, like maybe like the first 1 or 2, I would try 2 weeks.
Now it's just like. Meh.
Oh well, I'm married now, so I mean, I have a wife.
You
and
can't tell her that shit.
No, I tell her, baby, like I need some a little tonight. It's hard training, but
and then what she's like, just a little bit. You know?
Like, you don't even gotta wake up.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I got you. You don't have to wake up. What kind of shit is going on there?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. You know, girls like the girls that roll around and stuff. Like, I don't understand how that works because I don't. You know.
I mean, they're just they're just like regular training partners. I mean, there's
your wives are.
I mean, my wife, she used to come and train. She hasn't trained in a while, but yeah, she does jiu-jitsu. I let her roll with, you know, my teammates, you know, and I roll with the female trainers there at the gym. I mean, it's, you know, it's just not that mentality when it comes to training. It's, you know, men and women trying to, you know, reach a certain level of, you know, competition. So I mean, it's all professional when it comes to jiu-jitsu.
So you don't believe, so for you it's just like, I mean, because like you said, you did it for like the first 2 weeks or whatever, and you're like, okay, whatever, but now you're just like, hey.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what though, like it gets hard to want to, like, especially right for me, I know when we do a weight cutting, because like the day before the day before weigh-ins, we do kind of like a process where we cut weight, where, you know, we probably have 1 meal in the morning, and then we only have like a limited amount of water for the day, right close to the evening of that night, we start working out, wearing sauna suits. Some people sit in a sauna. We go run, and we're just trying to sweat out. Usually anywhere from like 9 to 5 pounds.
Wow, really?
Yes.
When you say sauna suits, do you just mean towels?
No, like I wear like a
I didn't know there was such a thing.
No,
okay.
yeah, there's an actual sauna suits or like some. Back in the day, they used to just do trash bags.
Oh, wow.
You just, make little holes and stick it in, and, it keeps keeps the sweat or helps you sweat
because
out.
when you weigh in, don't you have to wear like almost nothing except like your undergarments?
You can wear your undergarments, but, if you're weighing a little heavy, of course, you got to go down to your skivvies.
I just want to say that I would weigh like in the underweights. You know what I mean? Like everybody says that I'm like really big, but no, I'm not because I weigh like 150. So
that's all good. So
I could go out there in my underwears too. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine. We went to the lake this last weekend, and they were making fun of me like, "You're not gonna take your shirt off. You're not gonna take your shirt off." Like, no, like, y'all don't gotta see my abs. You know what I mean? My titties.
I'm around the house. I be out in my backyard or in the front yard. I always got my shirt off. It's just, I guess I enjoy the tan.
As many tattoos as you have in the cut body that you have, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Well,
like me, I have like double D titties, and so it's like nobody wants to see that shit. It's disgusting.
Some people go through that.
Not me. I hate. You know what? I think I'm very hot.
Yeah.
Right. I think very highly of myself, but like I know that I'm not gonna walk around with no shirt off. Like you know what I mean? Like I know unless I'm having sex, but like that's it. Because I am one thing I'm not is Cockstrong.
There you go.
Well, yes, I am. You know what I mean?
But
not when it comes to fighting.
You're not as Cockstrong when you're cutting weight. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Yeah. funny story.
Okay.
So this one time. I had just finished doing my weight cut, sweated out about 6-7 pounds.
Yeah.
And I had about 2 more pounds to go before I hit the scale. And it was the morning of weigh-ins, and I was 2 pounds off, and like the only thing I couldn't drink any water, couldn't eat. So the only thing I could do is just take a walk around the apartment complex that I used to live at the time, and just chewing and spitting bubble gum, because
really?
That's kind of like a wrestler's secret to
I didn't know that.
Lose a couple of, shed a couple of ounces. But I ended up going back home and putting on taking a warm shower.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, let me see if I, relieved myself of some fluids, maybe it'll help take off from cutting weight. So I was trying to alleviate myself of some fluids.
Were you trying to jerk off in the bathroom?
Exactly.
Okay, just say it. There's no rules on this show.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't know if there's
okay.
rated.
La Lumbre was trying. No, this is a rated X show. It's all porn.
I was masturbating in a warm shower.
Nice.
But because of all the fluids, that I had, been cutting for the past 6 hours or so, I just couldn't find myself aroused. I couldn't get it up.
Were you not married at the time?
No, I was married at the time.
Okay.
So I mean,
like why? I never got that about couples. That like, why would you masturbate if you're married? Like, go have sex.
I don't know. I mean,
it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I just like to touch.
I know. I actually know somebody else who says that she likes to masturbate quite frequently, and she has a whole boyfriend.
Yeah.
And like to me, it's just like I'm single, but I have like my little slappies on side. So I just like never understood like why would you want to masturbate if you have like a whole person to go
I don't know.
Do things with. It's because you love yourself.
It's just
you
the
can
heat
see
of the
the little
moment.
shit. It's because you look at yourself in the mirror, your shirt off, and you're like, take that, La Lumbre. Yeah. Okay, so enough about the masturbations and the jerking offs and the So thank you for explaining Cockstrong to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that I would ever be able to play sports, and I was talking to some friends who play soccer right before I got here, and we were talking about being Cockstrong because I told them I'd ask you, and I was like, man, don't ever put me on your soccer team because we're fist to lose. Like I can't like not go a month without sex. You're crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So let's go back to the MMA. So what made you start, I guess, doing that? Like what made you wake up one day and was like, I'm just gonna kick some ass?
Man, I remember where I got the first idea was I was hanging out at a friend's house back in San Benito, and we were just, at the time I played baseball, but I had gotten a shoulder injury, so I kind of just was like, I got all depressed because I thought, I'd never, play baseball again, and I was just eating and smoking and drinking, and I went to a buddy's house one time, and he had MMA fights on. I remember it was an Anderson Silva and Rich Franklin fight. And I was like, at the end of the fight, I was like, man, this is something that seems interesting and competitive, and something that, might excite me back again, like baseball used to. So like the very next day, I went and tried to find a gym, and my first training class, I remember I went in and just trying to pass, that person's guard, which is like trying to pass their legs to get to a more dominant position. In 3 minutes, I just kind of like ended up like getting lightheaded. I ran to the bathroom and puked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but since then I just, I found myself a gym to train consistently, and I just, started training jiu-jitsu. And when I moved up here to Waco in 2011, I actually found a gym that actually incorporated MMA to their jiu-jitsu.
I got you. Okay.
So I don't know. It's always been, I've always had a competitive edge. Competitive, wanting to be, try to do something, try to win in something.
But how fun is it to kick the shit out of somebody and get paid for it?
It's well, to get paid for it, or even just, for the win. It's fun. But now that I get paid for it, it's amazing.
Oh, okay. Hey, before we proceed with the next question that I have, I do want to give a shout out to a couple more of our sponsors that sponsor the public affair. I want to give a shout out to Little Angels Waco. My boy Jose Villa and his wife Rochelle Villa reached out to me for that. They have bounce houses and water slides for all your parties, so make sure you guys hit them up. Fun bounce houses, fun water slides. I've had them before. They are great. Best quality guaranteed. I say that to everybody because I really mean it. Shout out to you, Jose and Rochelle Villa with Little Angels Waco. Make sure you guys follow them on Facebook. I also want to give a shout out to S&I Landscaping with Luis Valenzuela, who reached out to me. They are a local landscaping company. They specialize, of course, in lawn care, tree trimming, tree removal, and concrete work. They also sell trees and flowers. So make sure if you guys need any lawn work done or anything, contact S&I Landscaping on the number on the screen. Thank you again to Luis Valenzuela for reaching out. All right, so back to you, Armando La Lumbre. Do you want me to call you Armando or La Lumbre?
Armando's fine.
Armando or
Hell
Armando or
yeah.
Mon.
Like
a Pokemon.
Mandu, yeah.
You look like a little Pokemon.
Like a Pokemon. Would it be like the little Machop or something like that?
Machop. He does look like a Machop, doesn't he? No, he does. I swear to God, you look like a little Machop. I'm going to evolve you. All right, so we talked about why you started MMA. That's pretty cool. What you told us and everything. Was there anybody that influenced you? Like, was there an MMA fighter that you looked at was like, ooh, I kind of want to be like that person? Or
I guess at the time it was Anderson Silva. He was just, he was, I guess, on another level.
Yeah.
When he was, at the top of his division, man.
Yeah.
And he was just somebody I really looked up to. There was also BJ Penn. Was another one because he was also a jiu-jitsu black belt, and and he boxed a lot. Yeah. So those were probably my two big influences at the time.
I got you. Okay, that's what's up. Do you have okay, so when I was watching the YouTube video of you, I watched a couple YouTube videos. There was one that you lost, and there was one that you won. I thought you should have won both. I thought you did really good. I'm not a big MMA fighter. Like, I watched Ronda Rousey beat that girl up, and then the next one she got her ass whooped. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was really weird. But anyway, so is there anybody that you have how are your relationships with the other fighters? Like, do you guys go out for a coffee before, like, all right, I'm gonna punch you in the face, but no hard feelings, or how does that work out? You know what I mean?
I believe every opponent that I've had has always been, very professional and very cool with me. Before and at the end of the fights, I don't really have I don't really talk to a lot of them on social media or whatnot. I actually just had one of my second opponent of my pro career actually came by yesterday. Yeah. And we chatted it up, and we sparred, did jiu-jitsu as well. Okay. So it was cool. It's like I said, MMA is a pretty professional sport, and I mean, everybody that a majority of the fighters, they take their martial arts, very seriously, and they're just very humble people. And like I said, at the end of the day, after we step into the cage with each other, it's all high fives. And
what's going through your mind? Like I would be so scared shitless. Like, oh my God, he's about to knock my teeth out. Not my front two teeth. I need to smile. You know what I mean? Like, what's going through your mind when the cage closes and then it's like, all right, you're about to go fight Elijah, whoever. Like, what's going through your mind with that?
Well, it's just, having trust in knowing that you've prepared yourself and your body for for anything, that's that's studying film, or that's just working, shadow boxing and whatnot. But when I'm in the cage, it's before the minutes before the cage is probably for me the most nerve-wracking because
Yeah.
you know, I'm wrapping my hands and I'm just, you know, there thinking in my head of the game plan that, you know, I've prepared myself
Yeah.
with, and
Do you want to go alleviate yourself real quick beforehand, or
no.
like just be right back out of the bathroom?
No, I'll tell you what, though, I do take a nap before every fight.
A nap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once we get to the venue, I got to find a spot to crash.
Really?
I take a 30-minute to hour nap. I don't know. It's just, I mean,
It's just like your thing.
yeah, it gets
Like
me comfy.
there's some people who snort coke and then they're
Yeah.
like, I have to go take a nap.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some people who go masturbate, but then I have to go
Yeah.
take a nap.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, before my shit.
I
Yeah,
just need to nap.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
But
Yo,
no,
that's
I'm
crazy. Yeah.
So no, but you know, like I said, once the cage closes, it's,
Okay.
you know, no more, you know, there's no more hesitation for me or no more fear. It's just,
It's kind of just everything.
oh yeah, it's
flows
just
out.
like kind of,
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of what they call like with the horse track or like zoned in.
Yeah.
You know, so
I got you.
Yeah.
That's what I told people when I first started working in radio. Like,
Yeah.
I like even this podcast for that. Like before we start, I get like jittery. I and I drink a couple before the show, which I need to stop fucking doing because like I'm flop sweating over here. You can't see, but like I always get really nervous right before we're about to air, whether
Yeah.
it be on Power 108 or whether it be with the public affair. And as soon as we like hit go, it's like. It's
Yeah.
like all natural. I guess that's the
exactly.
same for you as
yeah,
well.
it's just kind of like riding a roller coaster. Like you know, you get a little nervous right when you get to the top,
And then
but
when you
like,
reach down,
yeah, that first punch, it's like, oh, okay.
So
it's
for the
on.
most part, the fighters, like I had a really good friend who was a boxer.
Yeah.
And he was on some Mayweather, we're not friends anymore, but he was on some Mayweather shit. Like, I'm never going to lose. Like,
Yeah.
nobody can beat me. And then he got his ass whooped. And then, not his ass whooped, he lost the fight. And after that, he quit.
Yeah.
So I guess, like, to me, that's a little sore losery. For you, that's never stopped you. I mean,
no, I
yeah.
mean, you know,
because you're going to take some L's and you're going to get some wins. Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because at the
And
end of the day, it's just what you love to do.
exactly. And,
Yeah.
you know, you slowly learn, you know, from your losses. So,
Right.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I mean, you know, it's not for everybody. Some people are, you know, they do one fight and that's it, you know, for
Yeah.
them. But, you know, there's other people who've been doing it for like 10 plus years, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like still at that, you know, newbie phase or
Okay.
kind of up and coming, you know. So,
Do you still consider yourself that? Or
I mean,
I mean, since 2011, that's a long time.
yeah, well, I've been fighting since 2016, so
Oh, okay.
that's we're about what 5 years or so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's still a young career, and you
Okay.
know, so I still got a lot of fights.
But it's so fortunate too that all the other fighters that you fought with are like, I guess, professional, like you say, because like how lame would it be like to have? Well, I guess it would kind of fuel you a little bit more if you have beef with somebody and then you're gonna go in there and kick their ass, right?
Man,
Or is it not like that? Is
guess
it
for
different?
me-
Like, is it different like fighting at the club and then fighting on cage? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it also depends on, you know, the fighter, because
Yeah.
you know, I knew one fighter who, you know, he was the type that, you know, would get nose to nose with you and like
Oh,
stare
really?
you down.
Yeah.
I mean, I never, you know, I never have beef or try to, you know, create.
It's not
beef
like
with
that,
it.
yeah.
No, not for me. You know, I just want to fight, and I just
Yeah.
want to prove that my style of fighting is better than your style.
Okay. You said they get in your face and like nose to nose. There was
I've only had probably one guy.
if that was me, I bet.
There's
I
been,
bet. What's up?
they've had several
Hell yeah.
guys who've done that where they, you know, they came close up
Yeah.
and the guy actually kissed him,
Hell
and
yeah.
another guy threw
Oh, really?
punch right at him and knocked him out right
I bet.
before
What
the
did you
fight
expect?
started.
You came in my face
Yeah.
like that. Y'all all knew before this fight that I was a homo. I thought he wanted to kiss before the fight. Do y'all hug? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
get
I
some
just
of
want
these
I
fish
just want a little smooch, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever tried to do that to you,
No, thank God.
and in real
goodness,
life
yeah.
too.
No,
No?
not.
I tried to
at the
get you. I'm
moment.
sorry.
No, no.
What would you do? Okay, so like, what would you do if somebody tried? I would never. But like, if somebody tried to do that to you, like they were just being like cute
Yeah, I
or
mean,
whatever.
probably, I don't know, just probably push him off, be like, hey, you know,
Yeah.
I appreciate the love, but
I'm
you know,
relieving myself tonight,
Yeah.
man. I got the wife.
I love myself.
What's
you
the
know,
wife's name again?
so- Shannon.
Shout out to Shannon. I don't need Shannon's problems like to come kick my ass,
Oh,
okay?
no.
Because I'm
And
not
as a-
flirting with Mondo. We're just having the public affair.
As a matter of fact, I met her at the gym, not at the gym that I train at now, but
Yeah.
the gym that we trained at before. She was in the kickboxing
Oh,
class,
okay.
and you know, the coach at the time wanted to get guys to spar with her, but
Yeah.
you know, nobody would want to spar hard with
but
her.
you wanted to spar hard with her,
I was
huh?
like, I'll hit her, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
you hit her all right.
I gut checked her, and but she
you gut checked her. You got like
whoa.
No, but like, were you in there like, and you gut checked her? I thought you meant you gut checked her like it was like, oh shit.
Not in the first spar session.
Oh, but it was the second spar session.
Yes. That's when I knew it was love.
Oh, really? So it was like, it wasn't our first date. It was our first spar session, and then you kicked my ass. I was like, let's get fat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. And then you guys are shout out to Shannon. And then you have a daughter, correct? Right?
Oh well, we have a 12-year-old son, James, and then I also have a 4-year-old daughter, Lenora. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, shout out to the family.
Yeah,
you know? And again, Shannon sounds like she's a tough girl. I don't want her to come over here with my ass.
Yeah.
I don't want to be put in a headlock in the parking lot. Okay, get the fuck out of here, Shannon.
Me sometimes too.
Do y'all wrestle?
Oh, we wrestle. Just,
yeah.
Choking stuff.
It's like after dinner, like, come over here, babe. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Pretty much, we'll be at we go to my in-laws for dinner every Sunday, and just to show off to her brothers, she'll go and try to like trip me up or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she's a bully sometimes, and I'm just trying to be all lovey-dovey.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're trying to gut check her, huh?
When nobody's looking.
I got you. Hey, so La Lumbre, Armando, Mondo, what's your current record? So remind me,
yes,
because I might have fucked up here. Yeah. I spent the whole show sweating and getting my shit together. You've had 7 fights.
That's correct.
Okay, what's your record out of the 7? Like, I guess your win record.
I got 5 wins and 2 losses.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that's pretty good. That sounds pretty good.
It's a winning record, so that's that's a positive.
Yeah, I got you. And then I know that you mentioned that like a lot of people really don't like, they're not really into like the drama and shit like that. Yeah. Like what's it like for you to maintain good sportsmanship? Like if I had that scar on my neck that you have, I really want just kind of show the camera. There you go. Yeah, I don't know that I would forgive anybody for that. Like, so how do you show good sportsmanship?
I mean, again, I'm not one to I don't know, try to be Mr. Asshole to the guy. I'm always right from the get go. Once we get to weigh-ins, if I see you, I'm gonna come up to you, shake your hand, and be like, "Hey, man, good luck." Good luck, man. So I mean, it's not hard for me, at all. And like I said, I think I've only had one opponent who tried to be an asshole with me, but I ended that fight, on top of him beating my fist to his face.
So you won that fight?
I did. Sure did, yeah.
Ouch. Well, Armando, you know what? Just real quick, because we talked about you looking like Machop from Pokemon. Do you watch Pokemon or do you play the game or anything?
I used to when I was a kid. I used to watch the Pokemon series and played the games. And now I got kids. I got a 12-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they fucking love Pokemon.
I'm a Pokemon whore. I love Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like fighting like trainers that have a Pokemon with them. What would be your sparring Pokemon trainer? Or not Pokemon trainer, your sparring Pokemon partner.
The Pokemon. Oh, shit. Okay.
Because you do look like Machop, so I don't want you to pick Machop.
No, I wouldn't pick Machop. I usually like Psychic, so I'd probably do like Kadabra. I like Abra. I like the Abra. All of
the Abracadabra, Alakazam,
Hell yeah.
Abra evolves into Kadabra, Kadabra evolves into Alakazam. Okay.
And I also like Haunter.
Oh, Haunter's cool,
I don't know about something about Psychic and Ghost ones.
One of my good friends really loves Gengar.
Oh, Gengar's cool.
Side note there. It's like a little sidetrack. So, La Lumbre, what's next for us? Like, do you have any fights that you want to, like, maybe announce? Or how does COVID have been affecting all that?
Well, I mean, it's been a little hard trying to find fights. They're just starting up now to open up to where people can fight and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have a fight back in May, and that's when then I guess it was April when COVID shut down pretty much everything. So it kind of postponed all the fights, and we actually had a stretch of like 50 days. Right, I didn't really get to train or nothing. So I took that time to just spend time with my family and do some side job work and whatnot. But we've been training nonstop lately, so we're hoping something in September. I don't have anything set in stone. Whatever it is, I know it's probably going to be a short notice type of fight.
Like, hey, you got to fight tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of those big promotions like UFC have called guys on like 5 days
notice.
So.
Oh wow. Do you have a 6-pack or a 12-pack?
Before
we go,
I
have a keg. I have a keg.
I think it's like a 4-pack.
A 4-pack?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not like I fight at 135, but
Yeah.
I'm like more of the husky,
Okay.
huskier guys in the range.
I was gonna tell you show the viewers, but I don't want the wife whooping the ass here, so we can skip that. You'll make your OnlyFans for that part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. OnlyFans with La Lumbre coming up.
Anybody wants to buy that?
Yeah.
I'll be doing.
How much you can charge? Like $10?
Come on, $5.
$5, whatever. These abs, that's $20 easy. Okay, mine. So
if you want to give me money just to see me shirtless, I'm impressed with that already.
Okay, I'll give you 20 right now to show the viewers.
Oh, nah, I'm not that excited.
I'm just kidding. No, you're good, man. Okay, so you got hopefully some fights coming up. Is there anywhere our viewers can follow you on social media? Would you like them to, or?
Shit, you can put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Let me look.
I think I saw your Instagram. I could probably shout out your Instagram because I just followed you.
If you can, because I forgot.
I think it's La Lumbre BJJ. And the BJ part stands out to me.
Yeah. No, it's actually, I got you. It's actually La Lumbre Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So who am I following? Like, the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
Some fake profile. Okay, so that's your Instagram?
Oh, yeah, that's my Instagram.
And then on Facebook at Armando Villarreal. So hopefully you'll have some fights coming up. And is there anything else that you want to leave us with before we wrap up here?
Can I just send shout-outs, I guess?
Yeah, send some shout-outs. What's
I
up?
just want to send shout-out to everybody at Blitz Sports MMA, all my training partners, the girls and the guys. We got, like I said, 2 professional girls in Desiree Yanez and Haley Cowan, who are phenomenal, female fighters.
Okay.
And then again, a whole bunch of newcomers. My place of employment, Wooden Thumb Handyman Services. How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
And just shout out to my parents. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hopefully, I didn't disappoint you in this podcast.
He behaved, I promise.
Yeah. And to my wife and the kids, love you guys. See you in just a bit.
All right. Well, Armando, thank you so much for being a part of the public affair and for not kicking my ass, too.
Yeah, no.
What I loved about you is that you were very fluid. You came in and said, no, you do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. That's whatever you want. So thank you. Even though you didn't show the viewers your 4-pack. I mean, next episode. Yeah, okay, we got you. Well, next time you come through.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, thank you again so much for listening to the public affair and watching. Thank you guys again all for your support. Make sure you click and subscribe on the YouTube channel at The Public Affair. Follow me on Instagram and on Facebook at The Public Affair. Before we go, I do want to give a couple more shout outs to a couple more of our sponsors, to Elite Barbershop. Sid Rodriguez, my barber. Looks nice, right? And Mark,
clean, man.
I look clean, yeah. Oh, you need to go hit a Sid.
I don't trim. I just let it grow.
Sid will get you. Sid and Marcus Guerrero. He told me he wanted to start saying his name in Spanish. So to Marcus Guerrero, thank you guys so much for sponsoring the public affair. They are located on Hewitt Drive in Hewitt, Texas. Make sure you call them on the numbers on the screen to book them, or use the Cut app and you can, book the time there. I also want to give a shout out to Fat Boy Micheladas and Potana, and also Serrano's Carnita. Junior Banda and Miguel Serrano are the people that reached out to me to do that sponsorship. They work together to bring you the best, and let me tell you something, I've had them, the best micheladas, botanas, and carne seca that you will ever have slide down your throat. I love it so much. Locally operated, you can call them for parties, get-togethers, and more. Make sure you get the best and not the rest. That's Fat Boy Micheladas and Botanas and Serrano's Carnita. Make sure you hit up Fat Boy. And to everybody in Waco, everybody that's listening to the public affair, thank you so much for all your support. And don't forget always to keep it between us.